Broward County commissioners meeting today and trying to decide if 2 cruise ships should dock at Port Everglades. One of the ships is carrying people who tested positive for coronavirus. Good afternoon, I'm Maribel Rodriguez. 4 people have died from the virus on Holland America's Dam ship, and dozens more are sick with flu-like symptoms. The ship is hoping to dock in South Florida, but some commissioners are saying no. CBS 4's Ted Scouten is live in Fort Lauderdale with the latest. Ted?
Maribel, right now the Broward County Commission is discussing what to do about that ship and the sick passengers on board and whether or not to allow it to dock at Port Everglades. Take a look at some video. We are getting some new numbers from Holland America as to how many people are sick on board. The health department just a few moments ago quoted the cruise line as saying that there are 16 people who are symptomatic and 67 who have recovered. We also know 4 people have died on board. Now, just as an aside here, these numbers have been varying a lot over the past few days. At issue right now is to whether or not to allow the Dam to dock at Port Everglades. The governor and other public officials do not want it to come to South Florida. The governor is worried sick passengers could take up hospital beds that could go to Broward residents. He's in favor of sending medical personnel on board and not bringing the ship into port. Just a little while ago, Broward Sheriff Gregory Toney spoke. He is part of the Unified Command made up, that's at the port. It's made up of state, local, and federal agencies. He told the commission that he understands that this is a very difficult decision for them to make.
I will remind this commission as well that this is not a decision that should be taken lightly, and nor should it be a decision that is exclusively made emotionally. Everyone is carrying a burden here in terms of what is the social responsible thing to do, what is the humanistic approach to take, as this ship has been turned away from several countries already. We are the United States of America, and we have never turned away people in need or those that are sick. But we are under some very, very critical circumstances where we as a county are going to have to determine, are we willing to take on this responsibility if a plan does not outline in very thorough elements a safe and secure environment in which we can execute this.
So that kind of lays out the dilemma that county commissioners are looking at. The meeting is still going on. We are going to hear from Holland America today. They should be giving us a detailed plan of how they want to handle all this. The commission is asking also why the federal government is not more involved. We are hoping to get more information and some answers and resolve some of this sometime later on today. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.